Upbeat, romantic music starts, the white sand beaches. The champagne toasts. The picture-perfect sunsets. The honeymoon, it's the golden, blissful beginning of happily ever after. The reward at the end of all that stressful wedding planning. Music abruptly cuts. A subtle, ominous drone begins, but what if I told you that word, honeymoon, isn't a promise of eternal sweetness? What if it's the opposite? A hidden warning, a countdown clock embedded in the very language of love. Let's start with the story you probably know. The one that sounds nice. It takes us back over 4,000 years to ancient Babylon. The tradition was for the bride's father to supply his new son-in-law with a month's worth of mead. Mead is an alcoholic beverage created by fermenting honey with water. So you have honey, and they drank it for a full moon cycle, or about a month. Honeymoon. Simple, sweet, and a great way to ensure the couple was happy and, well, more likely to produce an heir quickly. But this is where the story takes its first dark turn. We've focused on the honey, but we've misunderstood the moon. The moon isn't just a measure of time. It's a symbol of nature's most important cycle. Things grow full, and then they inevitably fade away. The name wasn't a celebration of sweetness. It was a cynical observation. It was a warning that the initial, intoxicating sweetness of marriage, like the full moon, is temporary. It is destined to wane, to shrink, and to disappear into darkness. But if you think that's dark, hold on. There's another, far more disturbing theory of origin, one rooted not in gifts, but in violence. This theory points to the ancient Norse and Teutonic tribes, and a brutal practice known as bride kidnapping. If a man wanted a wife from another village, he wouldn't ask for her hand. He would take it. He would abduct her and force her into marriage. The honeymoon was the period, about a month, where the groom would hide with his new bride until her family gave up searching. And the mead? The honey wine. In this context, it wasn't a celebratory drink. It was a tool to keep the couple in their hideout, to keep them placated, and to hopefully result in a pregnancy that would seal the forced union for good. This cynical view of love wasn't just some ancient relic. In the 18th century, the famous writer Samuel Johnson defined honeymoon in his dictionary like this: the first month after marriage, when there is nothing but tenderness and pleasure. Sounds nice, right? But he followed it with a brutal clarification, so called from the custom, of drinking mead for a month, which is no longer sweet than the moon. There it is, in plain English. Not a celebration, but a deadline. An acknowledgement that the initial passion is fleeting. The word itself is a countdown to the moment the sweetness spoils, the moment the honey turns to dust. Today, we've washed away the darkness. We've rebranded the warning as a luxury vacation. We post the perfect photos, pretending the moon will stay full forever. But the history of the word lingers, a whisper from the past. Perhaps the real meaning isn't that love is doomed to fail. Perhaps it's a reminder that what comes after the initial sweetness, the quiet partnership, the shared struggles, the enduring comfort, is what truly matters. The honeymoon ends. The marriage begins. Ominous music fades back in, so the next time you see a happy couple heading off on their honeymoon, remember the secret hidden in that sweet-sounding word. It's not just a trip. It's a countdown. And the clock is always ticking. Dig deeper. Question everything. I'm the dark trivia hunter.